You know, I'm a big fan of the Xbox 360, and when I finally decided to upgrade to the current generation of consoles, I had a big debate on which console I was going to buy, Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. Initially, I was going to get a PlayStation 3, but several factors led up to me buying a 360. And although I do think that the 360 is a superior system to the PlayStation 3, both have their ups and downs, and every system has its flaws. This video entails my top 5 reasons why I dislike Xbox/Xbox Live. Okay, so number 5 is a bit of a nitpick. It's one of those things that for some reason I don't understand why they implemented it into the first place. A point system? Why not just have it the equivalent of cash? I mean, I know that it's just a different conversion system, but seriously, what's the deal with it? I could never understand why, instead of having a cash value, it was, oh, 400 Microsoft points equals $5. Okay, so number 4 is the avatar stuff. I can't understand why anybody would pay $5. A lot of stuff on there is expensive for what you get. I mean, $5 for a special outfit for your avatar? That's just a waste of money. Don't get me wrong, Sony's also guilty of this too. I do have to give Nintendo credit here considering that they dominate in this side of the market, and that's exclusive titles. Yes, there are exclusive titles for both the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, but frankly, I believe that there is not enough. If I am a marketing official for either the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3, I would be pushing developers to make games that are exclusive to my console. It makes sense. We used to have this back in the day, like certain games would only be on the N64, certain games would only be on the PlayStation 1 or even PlayStation 2. Now it's all like, well, everybody gets the same thing and it's all just one giant money grab, and it pisses me off. Okay, so this nitpick pretty much is directed towards things like the Battlefield franchise, and that is the fact that Xbox and PlayStation 3 too. This is another one where both consoles are just as guilty, save for a couple of titles on the PlayStation 3, which I have to give them props for, even though the games look like shit. And that is the multiplayer lobby sizes. Now, the Battlefield franchise on PC, Battlefield 3 coming out, is going to have 64-player multiplayer, two teams of 32. Right now on PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, if you were to play Bad Company 2, or if you're going to buy the upcoming Battlefield 3, it's going to have 24-player multiplayer. Two teams of 12. Now, a 40-player drop, that is a big deal. So I guess that this can is and it's not EA's fault or anything like that. It's not the game company's fault. It's both Sony and Microsoft's fault for not giving them the amount of space that they desire in order to put into these multiplayer games. This one is a really big thing for me, and it also comes down to what type of games you play. And that is the amount of kids that I find in my rated M games. There's just not enough regulation on Xbox Live to keep these kids out of my rated M games. I mean, they're everywhere in Call of Duty. This would have to be the one advantage I would have to say for playing a shooting game on the PS3 versus the 360. The Xbox 360 is cheaper. A lot of people can afford this console a lot more than the PlayStation 3. Therefore, more kids are going to buy it. And the fact that the parents aren't stopping their kids from playing these games that are way out of their age level, it's beyond me. Why isn't Xbox regulating these kids a lot more often? Because frankly, I don't want to hear them in my lobby. Yeah, I could mute them, but then I would have to mute 5 more of them in the next match. Now, thankfully, I play a lot of games now that don't have that problem, but hey, it's still something that Xbox really needs to look into. Well, these are my top 5 things that I don't like about Xbox Live. And don't get me wrong, I'm still a Microsoft guy. I still prefer the 360 over the PlayStation 3, and maybe that'll be a topic for another video, but I know that'll make a lot of even my subscribers would be divided over that. So this is Danny here from Metal Couch, signing off.